So we got a fan favourite back, and it's definitely one for your loggers. So first up is the Schwarzmüller Semi-Lowloader 3A. This is by Giant Software, and everything else in this video is by Giant Software as well. 14.88 megabyte on the download, and as you can imagine, under low loaders. Now it starts off at 64 grand if you don't have any optional extras, which is a little bit naughty, very naughty indeed. So there we go, that's your base version. So you have the option of your spare wheel, yes or no, puts it under there like that. Then got your main color configuration, which, let's face it, nowadays can be any color you like. Your design is going to be the boards in the middle, and then your rim color is obviously going to be your rims. Now, this has got a little bit of a party trick. If you do LB and right stick left and right, yeah, it extends. Fair enough. Now, obviously, this was primarily used in 22 for doing your, well, the containers. We don't seem to have in the game yet. Interesting. Maybe that'll be coming up a little bit later, but alright, fair enough. Our second one for the day is the Komatsu Harvester 911, 37.12 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Harvesters. Now, it's got a 228 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed, and it's going to do 65 centimeter maximum of your tree trunkerage. 375 grand to buy as standard. Well, it does come with a safety frame. Yeah, that's an optional extra, not a standard thing. Puts that safety frame around the back, but all right, fair enough. I mean, tracked harvester, well, tree harvester anyway, that always looked good. And the last mod for the day is the Volvo Pack at 114.51 megabyte on the download. Just come down to your mods and DLCs, because quite a bit of stuff in this. Because let's face it, everything today is from the Platinum expansion from back in 22. So we've got the Volvo BM, 140 horsepower engine, 21 mile an hour top speed, and 51.5 grand to buy if we didn't have the optional extras. Oh, so naughty. Just have it as standard when you first go into the shop, just saying. Then you've got Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg again. And then we've got your wheel setups, you've got your standard, your mediums, your wides, and then your standards again, although wides look all right on that. That is very nice indeed. You then got your fenders, yes or no, puts them on the front. You got front weight, no, 150 kilo, 250, 350, 450, 550, and then back to nothing. Beacon light, yes or no on the top. Also in this pack is the Volvo DR631, 65 horsepower engine, 5,400 litre capacity, and obviously old school. I think it's the one that's actually based at the iron ore mill. I think it is anyway. Then you got your Trelleborg, your Continentals, your Vredesteins, and Trelleborg again. You got some wides in there. Oh yeah, obviously. It's only going to cost you 50 grand, which is all right indeed. We also get in the pack the Volvo LM841, 98 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, and it's going to cost you 40 grand to start with if you don't have the optional extras. Naughty. Just pack it in. Oh dear, oh dear. Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, Michelin, Mitas, and then back to Trelleborg on your tyres. Again, wides again, that's all right. Then for an optional extra that you shouldn't have on straight away as you come into the shop, you got safety frame, yes or no, so it puts that round your cab. And then you got your beacon lights, yes or no on the top. We then got the Volvo LM845, 112 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, 45 grand to start with. Get rid of that. There we are. 45 grand. That's your base version. So you got your Trelleborg, your Continental, Vredestein, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Nokian, and back to Trelleborg again. You got your mediums, your wides, and then your standard tyres. Mediums, wides look all right, actually. It's all right indeed. Then you got your beacon light, yes or no on the top, and your design colour. It does your front bit. Oh, no, why did they do that? I mean, why don't they do all of it? I mean, it's just the front arm. I mean, don't get me wrong. An old school pink Volvo probably is not the best thing to do, but an old school pink and yellow Volvo looks even worse. But all right, fair enough. We also get the Volvo SM462, 47 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed for 55 grand. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No optional extras. To be fair, The only options are going to be the tyres, but all right. So you got your Trelleborg, your Continental, your Vredestein, your Michelin, Mitas, and then back to Trelleborg with some wides and standards on the go there. Little bit of a login bonk, that's all right. And the last vehicle in this pack is, I'm pretty sure, do we have to buy this separately on its own? But all right, fair enough. Volvo Crabat, 32 horsepower engine, 18-mile-an-hour top speed for 11 grand. You have the option to change that to the Volvo. Ooh, oh, indeed. Now we're talking. Look at that. What's that? Bollender Munktel? Oh, that is ace. I do like that. I mean, if you're going for your old school roleplay, oh, this one over the Volvo Crabat. Definitely for the win. We have got a couple of pieces of equipment as well to go with the Volvo LM841. We got the pallet fork, 2 grand to buy. You do have the option to change the colour, because obviously, go for whichever you like. Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, if you're going to change just the arm on the front, you might as well just match the pallet forks up with it. We also have a bucket to go on the LM841, 1,000 litre capacity, 1,500 to buy. And again, you can change the colour to whatever you like. And to finish off this pack, we've got the universal bucket for the LM841, 2,400 litre capacity on that one for 2 grand. And again, change the colour to whichever you like. It doesn't have to be pink like I go for. Oh, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, old school stuff. Yeah, we had this in, the Platinum expansion. But I didn't think we had that. That is awesome. Now, if you were a player on FS25, then obviously you remember these packs, these mods, whatever you want to call them, they come as part of the Platinum expansion. And also part of that was Silverrun Forest. Oh, this was definitely a map for you if you liked the login style. Now, obviously, this is a download, so it's a separate map on its own. And it's obviously, again, by Giant Software. 1,358.17 megabyte on the download, so 1.3 gig. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Now it says, expand your farming business to the brand new and lively environment of Silverrun Forest. Say brand new, it's second hand. Let's face it, second game in a row. But okay, obviously, this is one for your liking. There is a couple of fields, but it is 99% is going to be for your login. So as you take a look at the PDA, you can definitely see that it is going to be login. I mean, you've got the 4 fields down the bottom. So you've got, 26, 27, 41, and then 30. Is that 39? Yeah, 39. That's going to be your 4 fields, and the rest is going to be your login. Now, if you do want to buy an area, you can buy any of these. Right, fair enough. Obviously, buy them, chop the trees down, and away you go. Now, on New Farmer, you're going to have Area 31, Area 32, and then Area 36. Now, also on New Farmer, you're going to have a little bit of equipment as well. So you've got the Komatsu 911.5 X3M 2011 edition, the Tajfun EGV 65 AHK SG winch, the Volvo BM 2654, and then the Volvo SM462. Now, obviously, on the Start Farm, I say Start Farm, yeah, let's just have a little jump over there. It's more of a place for you to start off, really, rather than the Start Farm. I mean, we've got our sleep trigger just there. Can we go in? That looks like we should be able to go in. And there's a staircase. We should be able to go in there, which is a little bit random. All right, fair enough. That being said, though, if we can't go in, there's no. I mean, you look at the windows upstairs. It's definitely got an interior. It feels like you should be able to go in, but all right, fair enough. So that means you've got your sleep trigger, but no wardrobe trigger. I mean, you can go into the wardrobe menu, but all right, fair enough. So you got your Volvo just there. You got your Volvo log bunk just there. You got your winch, and then you got your tree harvester over there. So obviously, everything you need to be getting going with the whole wooding scenario. Is it wooding? Is that even a word? Forestry. That's a better way of putting it. Now, when it comes to productions, obviously, this is one of the. It did bring a few things into the game, we'll put it that way. So, we've got the art accessory factory, the barrel factory, the flooring factory, furniture factory, old sawmill, paper factory, pet accessory factory, shingle factory, and the wood turner. And just like in 22, there isn't, well, but not placed on the map anyway, the whole metal factory, which you will need to do if you want to do one of the things that really got started off, sort of a precursor to what we got in the current game, which is the whole constructible situation. So we had this as a project, and to be fair, it was a big project. It does take a while, and you are going to need some metal at some point, some rolls of metal, so you will need to place the metal factory down, but you can crack on, get the roller coasters gone, and then, you know, obviously you can go and ride it with your mates if you wanted to. So obviously this is down at the bottom of the map, right by the coast, but also what's down at the bottom of the map, right by the coast, is this, which is a bit like in the current game, the old, what was it, the coach builders, that sort of thing, but this is going to be for your boat. So you drop all your stuff into there, and then you got your, I say production chain menu, you haven't got to buy it first, so 125 grand, and obviously the boat gets built up over time and then gets launched into the water to make you a bit of cash. Another thing that this map had as well was this, the iron ore station. And what there is up here as well is 2 vehicles that you don't own, but they're on the map and you can use them. But you can click to them if you want to, enter the vehicle like that, and away you go. And you can't tab to them, they don't work like that, but you can just click on the menu and away you go. And then you've got your iron ore coming out the ground, which you'll need to put into your metal factory to be getting the metal for your roller coasters. Oh, fair enough. You can use either of these, not a problem. And the other great thing about the Silverrun map was this right here. So this is your sawmill, and what brought in, well, for me anyway, something brilliant. Obviously you got your production chain menu there, and you got your pallet spawn point round the corner, but it's where you load the stuff in. It loads into the water, and then it gets picked up there, up the ramp, and then in. That was just an awesome thing, absolutely brilliant. And that being said, there's no icon there now actually, or is it going to come up when you buy it? Oh, let's have a little look. So we'll buy that. It's going to cost you 390 grand. Wow, that's it's expensive. So no, it's no icon coming up there at all. When you come around this side of the jetty, you've definitely got the Salwood icon just there, so it looks like, you know, you just dump it in here and away you go. I mean, that's still awesome. I mean, look, you got the tracks running up already. Oh, that's ace. And another place that's sort of a bit of a precursor to what we currently got as the warehouse was this here. So we'll click on it, and it's going to be, well, it's called Sawmill, but it's actually a place you could buy certain pallets. I mean, not every pallet in the game, but certain ones anyway. So come in there, and you have the option to buy your planks long, your wood beams, and your prefab walls. Now, also, what is down here, if we go into here like this, there we are, this is where your pallets are going to be spawning, and then you've got your forklift truck. Well, I say yours, there is a forklift truck that you can use whilst you're down here as well. And like the ones up by the old iron ore mill, we'll call it a mill anyway, you can't tab to it, but you have to come down and you can use it anyway. That's ace. So obviously you have got your sawmill, you've got your production chains on the go, you've got your main town area and your main vehicle shop down here, but this is definitely primarily for the logging enthusiast. You know, you could potentially clear some trees out the way and plough out some fields, entirely up to you. Definitely one for the logging. I mean, to be fair, I think this was one that Giants upped their game with this one, because this was a great map. There's one thing I will say, for some strange reason, a Giants map has got required mods. The Komatsu Harvester 911 that we've just seen, and the Volvo Pack that we've just seen as well, which I think's really strange. Yeah, okay, we've had required mods on modded maps, but not on a Giants one. I mean, to be fair, if you're into your logging, it's still great. You're probably going to use those anyway, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. But I just thought it's a little bit random. So we've got a couple of updates as well. Now, again, these are all by Giant Software as well. So we've got the Agco Ideal Pack, the FarmCon 24 Fent Pack, the Landini Series 7 Robo 6, the Class Arion 600, and the Deutschfahr Series 6 TTV.